So, this is normal. Yeah. And welcome back to my channel. In today's video we are doing something a little bit different, as you can see by my face right now. So yeah, today we are doing something slightly different than normal, in case you can't tell. So I saw this face chart on Instagram and the artist is Milk1422. I will tag him down below in the comments in the description if you want to check him out. His account is really cool. He's a very talented face chart artist, and he does lots of really cool creative things, and this one inspired me. So that is how I got to this point today. So if you want to see how I created this look, then make sure to keep on watching. Also, don't forget to like this video if you like what you see so far, subscribe to my channel, and turn on notifications so you get notified every time that I upload a video, which is usually on Thursdays. Anyways, I'll stop talking because this video is already probably at least 5 hours long, so let's get into the video. So looking at this picture, I'm going to start off by filling in this brow, and I'm just using my e.l.f. brow pencil. So now looking at the picture, I think it would be easiest for me to start off just with the natural colored side, because if I start with the other side, I'll probably get overwhelmed. So I'm gonna start off by applying a nice warm toned orange smoky eye, as is in the picture here. So let's do that. Okay, so for this warm toned orangey smoky eye, I'm going to be using the 39A palette from Morphe, as well as probably the Mar palette from ColourPop. I'm going to start off by applying some concealer to my lid, blending that out, and then setting it with just a bone-colored eyeshadow. I should zoom you guys in. Now you can see how nasty my skin is up close. Great. So I'm taking the shade Define Me from that Morphe palette and blending that in my crease. So now I'll be taking the shade Vivid on that same brush that I was using and just placing that more precisely in my crease. That shade did not do what I wanted, so I'm going into the shade Main Squeeze from Melt Cosmetics. This is from their, I don't know what stack this is, but this is the shade Main Squeeze, and I'm taking it on that same Smashbox brush. And I'm really just packing this on now because this is what I wanted. So now I'm going into the Modern Renaissance palette because this one has some nice reds. I'll be taking the shade Red Ochre on a Luxie tapered blending brush and putting that in my outer corner. So now I'm going to half cut my lid space. Okay, so now on the lid we are taking the NYX Single Prismatic Shadow in the shade Liquid Gold. I'm going to take this shade right here called Detour from the ColourPop Mar palette and put that on my inner corner. Okay, so this face chart doesn't have any liner, like winged liner or anything, so I'm going to put on mascara, falsies, and I will be right back. Okay, so I put on a liner and a lash, and this is all we are doing for this eye so far. Okay, so I'm now going to apply foundation. So I'm using my Hourglass Vanish Stick Foundation. So now I am blending in that foundation using my Sigma Flat Top Kabuki brush. So for concealer, I'm using the Hello Fab Bendy Avocado Concealer and putting that underneath my eyeball. And to increase the coverage that I get out of this, I'm also taking a bit of the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye and patting that into it as I blend it out. I feel like this look has a lot to do with contrast, so I'm doing as much as I can to make this side as full glam and like normal person as possible, because the other side is going to look totally different. And to keep it with the dramatic full glam thing, we are going to be cream contouring. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the darkest shade, Cocoa. And I'm just dotting that around my face. And I'm blending this out using an e.l.f. contour brush. For setting powder, I'm using the NYC Smooth Skin Loose Face Powder in the shade Translucent. So you might be thinking, Emma, your nose contour still looks ridiculous. And I'm like, yeah, I know that. So I'm taking my concealer again and going down the center of my nose. Let's pretend that's a straight line, okay? Yeah, so I'm just kind of breezing over this part because this is like normal makeup, this half of the face, so we just kind of want to get this part done. Okay, so now I am just going to put some bronzer, blush, and highlight on, and then we will move on to the fun part of the face. Okay, so I have a bake sitting on my face, and I guess I'll have to stop procrastinating now and we will move on to this side of my face. I've never done this level of face art before, so... Alright, so to start off, I know it's easier, like once you put black places, it's so much more difficult to put white on top. So I'm gonna have to start with the highlights, and I'll be using a white water activated paint and a black water activated paint for this. Let's just say I'm a little stressed. So taking my white water activated paint, this is a clean just foundation brush that I have dipped in some water. Okay, so I'm going to put this on my cheekbone area. So this is just kind of like where light would hit your face, I guess. I've never used these paints before, so I don't actually know how well this is gonna work. And that is it for the white, I guess. It'll look better when it gets blended together with the black, so do not distress yet, because I'm kind of distressed. So now I'm taking the black water activated paint on just a larger foundation brush, and oh, I'm so stressed about this. Oh my god. Okay, so now I'm just gonna take the white water activated paint and kind of like pat at the edges where they overlap. The FaceChart is more like navy than actual black. I'm going to be taking the shade Indigo from the Morphe 39A palette and just kind of using that as setting powder. I feel like it'll look so much better once I do some things. So I'm going to take black gel liner and put that on my lid. Actually, yeah. So just to, you know, make things better, I'm going to take some black gel liner on just a random brush. This one is an e.l.f. eyeshadow C brush. And I'm putting that all up to my brow. And I'm taking this underneath my lash line. And I'm going to use this as like concealer too, I guess. So just, you know, patting this under the eye. On the lid, I'm going to take this blue shade from ColourPop right here and just put that all over. I'm going to take the middle shade right here called Gridlock, and I'm going to use that to put like in the outer V, I guess. So now I'm taking a matte white and putting that in the crease. The matte white I'm using is from Makeup Forever. And honestly, I'm just packing it in there. I'll re-intensify the other colors and using patting motions, not buffing, because the liner will get disrupted if you use buffing motions. I'm using like really light windshield wiper motions on the edge of this shadow to kind of blend Okay. That was stressful. So now I'm going back in with the cobalt blue on the lid. Then going back into that lighter blue. And I'm going to use some setting spray on this because I found it applied better. Okay. So this is actually looking okay now. Shocking, I know, because I still look completely insane. So now I'm taking that indigo shade again from the Morphe palette. And then I'm just kind of blending on the face a bit more. I've noticed that if there's any like harsh lines of face paint, I just take a wet Q-tip and kind of dab at it. And then go over it with the indigo shadow, and it helps a lot. So now I'm just taking like a random brush and a matte black shadow. This one happens to be in the Morphe palette. And I'm going to set my under eye with this. And I'll also be going on my brow bone with that black. Just set basically anywhere where you put gel liner. I'm going to take the white over here as well, just because I feel like it needs it. I think that the lower lash line is going to be matte white as well. But first I'm going to tightline my eye to get rid of any skin color peeking through. So now I'm just taking like a tiny little pencil brush and a matte black shadow and putting that right on my waterline. And then I'm taking a liner brush in the matte white shadow and putting that on my lower lash line. Okay, so I have to take this in front of my brow, otherwise it's just not going to look right. You can see a really harsh line right there from the matte black gel liner, so I'm just going to kind of feather that up and blend it out using that indigo shade. For the brow, I'm going to be using the NYX white liquid liner. It is going to be so much harder to clean up this brow than this brow. To fix any brow errors, I'm using black gel liner to clean it up and setting it using the shade Indigo from the Morphe 39A palette. So I didn't even talk about like what lashes I'm wearing. These are the Ardell Wispies, and I don't recommend using a pair of lashes that are super expansive like velour or something like that. Use something that is a bit more affordable like Ardell, because for this side I covered the lash in the NYX white liquid liner so that it'll really pop. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to apply some mascara and put those lashes on, and I will be right back. So we're getting like almost done, I think. I just feel like I need some more highlights on my face because it looks a little like, I don't know, not enough. So I'm taking the white face paint again, kind of watered down, and just highlighting my jawline, just to kind of add a little bit more dimension because I was feeling a little flat. So now I'm taking the shade Indigo again and using that to blend out the edge of that highlight. So now we are going to highlight with actual highlighter. For actual highlighter, I'm going to be using Anastasia Glow Kits. I have 3 right here. I have the Aurora, the Moonchild, and the Dream Glow Kits. So on the natural side of my face, I'm going to be using the Dream Glow Kit, and I'm starting off with the shade Magic and the shade Sunshine. So I'm going into my NYX Ultimate Brights palette and taking this shade on a Luxie tapered blending brush and putting that in my inner corner. Okay, so now that my inner corner is pink, I'm taking the shade Unicorn from the Dream Glow Kit, picking that up on a pencil brush, spritzing it with some setting spray, and popping that on the very inner of my inner corner to give kind of like that duochrome neon kind of a look. And then I'm taking the Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter Liner in the shade Grind and putting that there as well. Just kind of going like bigger, smaller, smallest with these shades so that the lightest part is closest to my eye. So I'm taking the shade of Blue Ice from the Moonchild Glow Kit and popping that on. I feel like it'll add good things here. So for this side of my face, I'm using the NYX Cosmetics Liquid Suede in the shade Little Denim Dress. And then for this side of the face, we are using the ColourPop lipstick in the shade Flying Horses. And when I said that, I lied. I meant Still Crazy. Okay. So I feel like that's not a vibrant enough pink. So I'm taking the shade Fiery Fuchsia from Maybelline, putting that on top, and I like that more. So this is the finished look. I hope you guys like it. It is definitely something that you can wear every day. It's super natural, easy to do, like so easy. Everybody should have these products. Yeah, right. So I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of tutorial slash me figuring out what I'm doing, because really I had no idea for the largest time of this video. I just had no idea what I was doing. So thank you for joining me. I hope you guys like it. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing me just playing around, trying some new stuff, being creative and all that jazz. So yeah, if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you didn't, make sure to let me know why in the comments down below so I can improve the content that I'm creating on my channel. Happy New Year. This will be my first video up of the new year. So yeah, I wanted to be a little different and creative and try something new. So hopefully I didn't suck too bad. Because really I had no idea what I was doing. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for joining me on this creative journey that I had today. And stay tuned for more videos in the future. Let me know if you want to see more creative type videos such as this, or if you want me to stick to the standard makeup stuff that I actually know what I'm doing, because I had no idea what I was doing. So yeah, thank you again for watching, and make sure to subscribe to my channel, turn on the notifications so you get notified when I upload a video. And yeah, thank you again so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!